My name is Harper, and for 3 years, I lived a lie so beautiful I nearly drowned in it. My best friend, Lily, was my sister, my confidant, my whole world. Until the day I found her texts. They weren't to a secret boyfriend. They were about me. And they revealed, my name is Harper, and I spent most of high school as wallpaper. Then Lily moved in. I was dragging the trash out, and she was on her porch, all sunshine and confidence. Hey, I'm Lily. You go to Westwood, right? I just nodded, my throat tight. Cool. You look like you need a friend who isn't, like, terminally boring. She said it with a grin, and just like that, she chose me. She steamrolled my quiet. Okay, rule 1, she announced a week later, rifling through my closet. These baggy sweaters have to go. You have a great shape, Harper, you just hide it. I don't know. Trust me. I've got an eye for this. Try this top. It was tighter than I was used to. I fidgeted. It feels revealing. It's perfect. It shows you have a spine. Now, tell me everything. Siblings. Boys. The words spilled out in her bedroom, over shared fries, in whispered late-night calls. My parents' divorce. The silence in my house. The way my chest would seize before speaking in class. You're, like, genuinely interesting, she'd say, squeezing my hand. Everyone else is so basic. You're my person. She crafted me. She introduced me to her crowd. Guys, this is Harper. She's an artist and she's hilarious, you just have to get to know her. I felt seen. When Ethan from the soccer team started smiling at me, I panicked. Lily, his way out of my league. Stop it, she laughed. He's lucky you'd look twice. Just be cool. I'll help. She orchestrated our first conversation at a party, our first study date. When he asked me out, she squealed louder than I did. You're welcome, she said, winking. But the advice had edges, little barbs I learned to ignore. We were getting ready for a party at Chloe's. I put on a dress I loved. Lily said, head tilted. It's a cute dress, but it sits kind of weird on your hips, you know? Maybe the black jeans instead? More you. I changed. I was excited about a new project in art club. Oh, that's awesome for you, she said. Maybe just keep it on the down low with the cheer squad, though? They don't really get the whole deep art thing. They'll just ask you to paint banners. I stopped mentioning it. It was all wrapped in a hug, or I'm just looking out for you, we don't want them to get the wrong idea. I believed her. She was my harbor. My best friend. My 18th birthday dinner was at this nice Italian place. Just my mom, Lily, and me. My mom was trying, really trying, which meant she was 2 glasses of wine in and getting emotional. My baby girl, she slurred, tearing up. After everything with your father. I felt my skin crawl. Mom, please. Not tonight. Lily reached under the table and gave my hand a quick, firm squeeze. It's okay, Mrs. Davis. Harper's having a great night. Right, Harp. She saved me. She always saved me. After cake, my mom went to the restroom. Lily's phone, sitting face up on the table, lit up. A notification from Ethan. My heart did a little happy flip. He was probably texting to say happy birthday. The preview text was right there, unmissable. Ethan, can't wait to see you later. Still keeping our little secret from Harper. The air vanished from the restaurant. The laughter around me turned into static. Little secret. Lily came back, smiling. You okay? You look pale. I couldn't speak. I just pointed a shaky finger. After that text, I moved through my life like a ghost. I smiled at the surprise party, hugged Ethan, but every laugh felt like it came from someone else. At lunch 2 days later, I mentioned a college I was interested in. That's a reach school, Harp, Lily said, nibbling a fry. Your GPA's good, but your extracurriculars are kind of niche. It's good to be realistic, you know? She smiled at Chloe and Sarah. My girl's a dreamer. Chloe gave me a weak smile. Sarah looked at her plate. I just think it's cool you're applying, I mumbled. It is cool. Lily said, patting my arm. We're just teasing. Don't be so sensitive. The next week, I wore my hair down. I love that you're embracing your natural wave, Lily said, touching a strand. It's just a little wild today. Like you just rolled out of bed. She laughed, and Chloe chuckled softly. I pulled it back into a ponytail. Chloe and Sarah started being weirdly busy. I texted our group chat. Me, movie night this weekend? My house is empty. Sarah, sorry, super slammed with Ekin. Next time? Chloe, yeah, maybe next week. But an hour later, Sarah posted a pic with Lily at the mall. Caption: spontaneous shopping therapy with the bestie. 2 hearts. The hole in my chest widened. I started digging. I remembered an old group chat from sophomore year, for a project. Lily had been the administration. I searched my archived apps and found it. Scrolling back felt like trespassing. There, in the deleted messages log, accessible only because she'd forgotten to remove me as an admin, were her words. Lily, deleted honestly, Harper was having a full meltdown over her mom again last night. So much drama. Lily, deleted she's so needy. I had to stay on the phone for an hour telling her she's not a loser. It's exhausting. Lily, deleted lol she's a little unstable but what can you do? Each one was a punch. I took screenshots with shaking hands. In AP English, Maya, who never said much, sat next to me while we worked on essays. You and Lily are still tight, she asked quietly. I guess. Why? She shrugged, not looking up from her paper. She just talks. A lot. Back in sophomore year, after you aced that chemistry final, she told everyone in bio you cheated off Ethan's paper. Said it was to keep you humble because you were getting a big head. My pen froze. What? I believed her then, Maya said softly. You seemed too quiet to score that high. Now, I think I was just jealous she was paying you any attention at all. It's how she operates. The final piece clicked into place with a sickening sound. The shared photo cloud. We'd set it up years ago to share pictures from a beach trip. I doubted she even remembered it existed. I logged in. There were folders. Beach Trip 2021. Homecoming. Screenshots. I opened it. My own words stared back at me. Dozens of them. Texts I'd sent her in the dead of night, raw and unfiltered. Me, text screenshot I think my mom's drinking again. I found bottles in the recycling. I'm so scared. I can't tell anyone. The image was sent to a group thread labeled Squad. The caption from Lily's number read, and I have a trig test tomorrow. The emotional labor I do for this girl. Face with rolling eyes. Another. Me, I had a panic attack in the bathroom today. I thought I was dying. You're the only one who gets it. That one was sent to Ethan. Caption, see what I mean? High maintenance. There were more. Pictures of my messy room during a depressive slump, sent to Chloe and Sarah. Future hoarder vibes. A screenshot of me venting about my dad missing my art show. Daddy, the grief didn't last. It froze, then hardened into something sharp and usable. A plan. I wouldn't scream. I wouldn't cry at her. I would show everyone. I became an archivist of my own betrayal. I organized the screenshots from the cloud into a folder. I saved the deleted comments from the group chat. It was clinical. Then, I needed her voice. I called her, my phone recording. Hey, I said, forcing my tone light. Can we talk? Things have felt off. She sighed, the familiar sound of patient exasperation. Off how, Harper? I don't know. Like, I heard you told people I cheated on the chemistry final sophomore year. A pause. Then a light laugh. Who told you that? Maya. She's just bitter. I said you were stressed. People twist things. And the stuff with my mom, and my anxiety. I just feel like maybe you've told people things I told you in confidence. Her voice changed. The sugar coating melted off. Are you seriously accusing me of something right now? After everything I've done for you? I'm just saying it hurts. You know what hurts, she cut in, her voice a cold sneer. Having to constantly manage your insecurities. You'd be nothing without me, Harper. Who else would put up with you? I made you. Remember that? The recording stopped. I played it back once. The hollow feeling was gone. Replaced by fire. I needed one person in my corner. I called my cousin Zoe, home from college. Harper. What's up? You were right about Lily, I said, my voice surprisingly steady. A beat of silence. Oh, honey. Tell me everything. I did. I sent her the files. The summer bonfire, Zoe said immediately. At Mason's lake house. She'll be holding court. They'll all be there. That's your stage. You'll come? Try and stop me. I'll be your tech support. Just get me near a speaker. The day of the bonfire, I stood in front of my mirror. I put on the dress Lily said was too much. I did my makeup the way I liked, not the way she'd approved. My hands shook, but my reflection looked like a stranger, someone determined. Zoe picked me up. You ready? No, I said. But I'm doing it anyway. The bonfire was already roaring, music pumping. I saw them all. Ethan, laughing with Mason. Chloe and Sarah hanging on Lily's every word. Noah passing out drinks. Lily was radiant in the firelight, telling a story, her hands moving dramatically. We moved to the edge of the crowd. Zoe gave my arm a squeeze and melted toward the portable speaker connected to a phone. Lily's voice carried. And so Harper trips, right? The entire tray of punch goes flying, all over Mr. Jenkins's white shoes. It was so cringe, but so typical. I had to, drag her away while she was having a mini freakout. Polite laughter rippled through her circle. Ethan was smiling, shaking his head. My face burned, but the calm settled over me, cold and clear. I saw Zoe give me a slight nod from near the speaker. My phone was in my hand, the files ready. Lily finished her story, beaming, accepting a drink from Noah. The laughter died down into comfortable chatter. She'd taken her bow. This was my cue. I took a deep breath, my heart a drum in my throat. The fire crackled, painting everyone in shifting light and shadow. It was time. I stepped forward, into the ring of firelight. My voice cut through the chatter, clearer than I'd ever heard it. That's a funny story, Lily. But let me tell a real one. Every head turned. Lily's brilliant smile stayed plastered on, but her eyes narrowed. I looked right at Ethan. You kept asking me why I've been so distant. Here's why. With a tap on my phone, the first screenshot flashed on the white siding of Mason's lake house. Her text to him, next to my vulnerable message about my mom. Her caption, see what I mean? High maintenance. A sharp, collective gasp cut the night. Ethan's face went slack. What is this? Lily's laugh was too high. A joke. I ignored her. Chloe. Sarah. You wondered why I stopped trusting you. 2 more taps. The screenshots of my private texts, sent to their group chat with Lily's mocking commentary. Future hoarder vibes. Daddy issues, much? Chloe's hand flew to her mouth. Sarah took a step back. Those are fake. Lily's voice held a tremor now. She's photoshopping. And this, I said, my finger hovering. This was for everyone. The final screenshot bloomed on the wall, my text saying she was my only real friend, her caption beneath it for the whole squad. Can you believe I have to deal with this drama? Poor, pathetic Harper. The crowd erupted into chaos. Oh my God, did you see that? Lily, what the hell? She whirled on me, the sweetness gone, replaced by pure venom. You're sick. You're making this up because you're jealous. You've always been crazy. I just looked at her. Am I? I nodded to Zoe. And my own voice, timid from my phone call, filtered out through the speakers. I just feel like maybe you've told people things I told you in confidence. Then Lily's, cold and crisp as a slap. You'd be nothing without me, Harper. Who else would put up with you? The silence that followed was absolute, heavier than the music had ever been. The crackle of the fire was the only sound. Every single person was staring at Lily, at the ugly truth of her voice hanging in the air. I looked at my former best friend. Her mask was gone. All that was left was naked, shaking fury, and underneath it, a terrifying emptiness. You don't get to define me anymore, I said, quietly. Just for her. She made a choked sound, looked at the ring of horrified faces, Ethan's disgust, Chloe's betrayal, Mason's shock, and she fled. She just turned and ran into the dark. The aftermath was a blur of noise. Ethan rushed over. Harper, I never knew she. I'm so sorry. Chloe was crying. She told us you were talking crap about us. She showed us other things. Sarah just kept saying, I believed her. I'm so sorry. I accepted their words, but they felt distant. The weight was gone. I felt terrifyingly, beautifully light. The karma wasn't instant, but it was inevitable. In the weeks that followed, the story spread. Her kingdom of whispers crumbled from the inside. People saw the architect, and the blueprint was horrifying. I didn't feel triumph. First, I felt empty. Then, I just felt quiet. Now, months later, I sit in a sunlit room that isn't my childhood bedroom. My therapist nods as I speak. And how do you feel about that silence now, Harper? It's mine, I say. It's just peace. After my session, I go home to my new apartment. I pick up a paintbrush for the first time in a year. The blank canvas doesn't scare me. It's not a reflection of what I lack. It's just a space. My space. I touch the brush to the canvas, a streak of bold, undeniable blue. I realize the day I exposed her wasn't the day I destroyed her. It was the day I stopped letting her destroy me. It was the first, hardest step I took on the path back to myself.